शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूप.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to this Satsang with Mooji Baba. Today we have a very important announcement to share with you. And it does relate to the coronavirus, and it's not meant to create a panic, but we do have some new instructions for everyone here, and also for those who may be joining from home and thinking about coming to Rishikesh. So if you have visited northern Italy, China, South Korea, or Japan since February 10th, we're asking you to please not come to Satsang. So if you're home, that means, and you're thinking about coming and you have visited one of these places since February 10th, we suggest you don't come. And if you're here, and if you have visited any of these places, we really ask you to take it upon yourself to do a self-quarantine. Now, I want to share with you that a couple came from northern Italy, and they approached us to say, we've just arrived, and we've been in northern Italy, and there's a section of Italy where the virus is spreading at this moment. And they were so kind to come forward, and actually we are asking them not to come to Satsang, that they stay with their quarantine until the 14 days have passed, and we're sure that they have no symptoms. So this is for everybody's well-being, and we really ask you to, if you've been in one of these regions, for everybody's best interest, please just stay home and watch the satsangs on broadcast.
नमस्ते, मूजी बाबा जी के सत्संग में आज आपका स्वागत है। आज एक महत्वपूर्ण सूचना है कि यदि आप नॉर्दर्न इटली, चीन, साउथ कोरिया यानी दक्षिण कोरिया, ईरान या जापान में 10 फरवरी से हैं और अभी आप सत्संग के लिए आ रहे हैं, तो प्लीज़ अभी आप आश्रम में ना आएँ सत्संग के लिए और घर से देखें, क्योंकि इन सारे रीजन्स में कोरोना वायरस काफ़ी फैला हुआ है और हमें बताया गया है कि जब तक आपका 14 दिन का क्वारंटीन पीरियड कंप्लीट नहीं होता तब तक आप ना आइए। अगर आप में कोई ऐसी कोरोना वायरस की जो सिम्टम्स होते हैं, जैसे खांसी या ऐसे कुछ है, तो आप प्लीज़ घर से सत्संग देखिए। और यदि अभी आप ऋषिकेश में नहीं हैं बट इनमें से किसी भी देशों में हैं, नॉर्दर्न इटली, चाइना, दक्षिण कोरिया, ईरान या जापान, और आप सोच रहे ऋषिकेश आने का, तो आप प्लीज़ अभी अपने ट्रैवल प्लान्स ना करिए और घर से सत्संग ज्वाइन कीजिए। ये आपकी सेहत के लिए और बाकी सबकी सेहत के लिए बहुत अच्छा रहेगा। धन्यवाद। और यदि आप सत्संग हिंदी में सुनना चाहें तो आप आपका फ़ोन ट्रांसलेशन डेस्क पे लेके जा सकते हैं गेट के पास, वो आपका फ़ोन सेटअप कर देंगे कि आप सत्संग हिंदी में सुन सकें। यदि आपके पास फ़ोन नहीं है तो भी उन्होंने कुछ और सुविधाएं करके रखी हैं जिससे आप सत्संग हिंदी में सुन सकते हैं, उसके लिए भी आप ट्रांसलेशन डेस्क पे जाइए। यदि आप सत्संग घर से सुनना चाहते हैं या वापस जाके सुनना चाहते हैं आज का सत्संग, तो mooji.tv पे लाइव सत्संग पे जाकर भारतीय झंडे पर क्लिक कीजिए, वहाँ पे सारी सूचनाएं दी हुई हैं। धन्यवाद।
Drishti was explaining about this coronavirus, and also she mentioned that we are offering live translation today in Hindi and several other languages. And on the information board just outside the door, you can find the languages that are offered today, as well as information about how to make use of this service. And those joining online, you'll find a way to find these live translations. They are available even now and during this satsang. You all can really make an impact on these live translations and our recordings by switching off your mobile phone Every phone that's off helps improve the quality of the recordings and of these live translations that we're sharing over Wi-Fi, basically. So if you can take a moment now and switch off your phone, it makes a big difference to all of us. Thank you. A word about the schedule. This afternoon at 3:30, we're going to have an afternoon program here in the Satsang Hall. Now, we did this on Wednesday, and a few hundred people came. And in this particular moment after lunch, we were having some spontaneous music offered in the dining area, and Mooji Baba was there. And it was really very admirable. Everyone came to join listening to the music, but some people were leaving. And they were saying, the music is nice. I really came for the satsang program. And this music was just running a little bit late. And in fact, Mooji Baba then made an announcement and said, the higher choice is this satsang. These videos that we're showing here are really powerful. I feel to say this for those of you who came on Wednesday and had to wait about 20 minutes late for that video to start. You can trust that today, the intention is that we'll start at 3:30. The video today is called Must See Awakenings. And again, it's a video showing a spontaneous satsang that happened outside of this space here in Rishikesh, in fact at Mooji Baba's home, where people are really coming fully into the seeing. Not unlike what's happening here in the hall, but just another viewing where you can see a very powerful dialogue that happened. So everyone is welcome, 3:30 today. For those joining from home, these videos will be made available online. It will be the next offering. You can see it by that name, Must See Awakenings. And now the recording agreement. By being here in the satsang hall, you are agreeing that your voice and image may be recorded and used for the sharing of satsang. So if for any reason you don't want to be on camera, we ask you to please take it upon yourselves to stay out of view of the cameras. Now, every day I say, please, no photographs and no personal recordings of these satsangs. And yet every day someone is taking out their phone and making these recordings. Also during the music. And we ask that for the entire time that you're here at the ashram to please not make any personal photographs or videos. Our team is actually providing these, and it's more than enough. You'll see the quality is amazing, and each week we're putting things on mooji.org. Thank you for that. About our Sangha shop, that's both online and in the back of the room. We have some beautiful offerings from Mooji Baba and the team, and all of the proceeds of these items go to help support the sharing of these satsangs. Your donations also help to make these satsangs possible. Without them, we would not be here. And there's a lot of gratitude for all of you who are making these contributions. Now finally, after satsang, I do mention this one each day also, about not approaching Mooji Baba for contact, physical contact. And it bears repeating every day. It is his wish that we greet him with namaste. Sometimes he is reaching out for people, but really in your heart to please know that physical contact at this time is just not advised. And we all are meeting Mooji Baba in the heart here in these satsangs. And when there's really no reason also to rush out for darshan, stay with him here in the hall and greet him with namaste. And we thank you for this. Mooji Baba will be with us shortly.
Satnam Vaheguru. Satnam Vaheguru. Satnam Vaheguru.
Om. Namaste. Welcome everyone to Satsang today. Welcome. Welcome also to those of you who are joining via broadcasting for today's Satsang. Thank you. Very good. Orange? Not because it's orange, okay? Thank you.
My adorable Lord of love and mercy, salutations and prostrations unto Thee. Thou art omnipresent, omnipotent, omniscient. Thou art Sat Chit Ananda, existence, consciousness, bliss, absolute. Thou art the indweller of all beings. Grant us an understanding heart, balanced mind. Grant us inner spiritual strength to resist temptations, control the mind. Free me from egoism, lust, greed, hatred, anger, jealousy. Fill my heart with, our heart with divine wisdom. Let us behold Thee in all these names and forms. Let us serve Thee in all these names and forms. Let us ever remember Thee. Let us ever sing Thy glory. Let Thy name be always in our lips. Let us abide in Thee ever and ever. Let us abide in Thee ever and ever. My Lord, I was with you here in 2017 in my journey from limited I to universal I. Hence this prayer of universal I written by Swami Sivananda Saraswati of Rishikesh. In 2017, when you had instructed me that I should be and see in order to transcend the hypnosis of conditioning and false beliefs. And I have been doing that. But somehow the virus in me has not, delusion virus has not completely been eliminated. Although I understand that I am consciousness and everything is inside happening, the consciousness, but this idea I have about myself, although it is weak, although the seeing has given me power of understanding, stability, capability, but still this unconscious ghost is still bothering me. So I request you to please.
The ghost is bothering you, or you are bothered by the ghost? There is a subtle difference.
I am not bothered by the ghost, maybe, but ghost is bothering me. These both are happening.
No, it cannot happen like that. If the ghost is trying to bother you, but you're not bothered, you're not bothered.
But it is.
You see? Say?
It is coming again and again. Although I can remain in consciousness for considerable period of time, but still, because of this beginningless delusion, it's somehow your treatment is not over.
The ghost is what?
Ghost is my mind, unconscious mind and body.
Yes. Okay. Nothing that you are conscious of can be you. Nothing that you are conscious of can be you. Let's start there, and I will go on from here. Meaning, you are speaking about the ghost is not speaking about you. I am looking at my hand is not looking at me. In the consciousness, through consciousness, mind appears, okay? Now, who is the mind speaking to? Who is the mind intimidating? Let's slow down, because these kind of questions and the solution to these questions, they may wipe out a whole forest of delusion if you catch it. We are not talking 1 point, 1 point, 1 point, 1 point. We are talking about throwing a net over the entire thing in one go. So please pay attention to what I'm saying, see? You remember what I just said now? What did I say to you?
The mind should not come.
Mind can only be seen to come and go because in front of something, the mind in its play as the deceiver can only deceive the idea you have of yourself and not the self, which is your true self. Please listen and mind appearing can only intimidate or deceive the idea you have of yourself. Actually, I helped a bit here because I asked, who is the mind speaking to? Who is the mind appearing to? This ghost mind is appearing in front of something that is saying, this ghost mind is troubling me. Now, is not the ghost mind and the one who is troubled by the ghost mind, could I say that the one who is troubled by the ghost mind is also imagined just like the ghost is imagined?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes. Unfortunately, it is that way.
Okay. No, fortunately it's that way. Recognized.
Yes.
Not recognized, unfortunate, because If you are identified as the one, the ghost comes and, no, whoa, please stop, no. And because there's such powerful identification with that persona, the one who's saying, the ghost is troubling me. So through our talks, you have come to see that because everybody takes the ghost to be then ghost, but then take the one who is frightened by the ghost to be yourself. And it is understandable because it is born out of habit and conditioning, where the consciousness in its earlier stage, which is still present now, the earlier stage, the sense I am, which is just the dynamic consciousness, that consciousness got identified with the instrument it's appearing in and say, I am the body, rather than the body belongs to me. I am this body, I am the conditioning that arose inside this body, and there was born the identity or the personality called me. Remember what I shared earlier when I said, repeated something that Sri Ramana Maharishi say? He says, the I removes the I, yet remains the I. This is not just for logical thinkers. Right? I remove I, yet remain I. What is it? How many I's are there? What it mean? The I am. Earlier I said, only that I, which is of the form of consciousness, is the true I, and not other usage of the term I, which relate to the body, persona, and life and death. That's perhaps a lot to take in. So again I will repeat it and slowly. Only that I, which is of the form of consciousness, is the true I, and not other usage of the term I, which relates to personality, time, life and death, action, and so on. So that itself is worth sitting with that and contemplating. When the I sense or intuition arises inside, its first arising actually is consciousness. Consciousness was the first arising in the morning when you woke up. If you woke up at 7 o'clock this morning, at 6:59, who were you? Then at 7 o'clock, something flowered. This consciousness, the sense I am. Sometimes it arises, you're conscious, but it hasn't even, the sense I am hasn't even come up in that way. Just consciousness is there, but quickly the feeling I am is there. It's not the person. The person sometimes comes in later when the alarm goes off or something reminds you of a role, and then the person comes. Maybe I disregard that for a moment. Some of you will follow what I've just said. But again, come back to Ramana's statement, I remove I, yet remain I. This natural sense of I, which is impersonal, it is consciousness, must remove, that's what sadhana is, to remove the false I, which is the person feeling. The I am, the natural I, removes the false I, which is ego, and again remain as itself, the natural I sense. You follow, no?
This universal I is stillness, peace. It is prior to the identified I. It comes like that. But this identified I again comes up.
This I is not an entity. It is like a field of consciousness, you can say. We are used to locating it as an entity because of the early mistake of thinking it is the body and it is the conditioning. So that gives it a sort of grounding, and having used the I, which is originally consciousness, and bound it to the body, you feel that the universal consciousness must also be bound to a universal body. But the I, as you have come to see through the invitation and through our inquiring and looking each day, something moves from being apparently solid as a person and is thinning away into a sort of space. But it is not just space like this. It is awareness itself. And as you are discovering this beyond intellectual conviction, but actually experientially recognizing, then you see here is peace, here is joy, here is love, here is harmony. But nobody's balancing harmony, nobody's operating here. It is the field, you may say, of pure consciousness. Initially, when we have very strong identification with the entity self, the I-person self, we will not be immediately attracted to what we are speaking about, because it looks as though this is an evolution towards emptiness, and the carnal mind is not attracted to emptiness. Only when it becomes overfull and it can't bear the claustrophobia of so much thought, then it can appreciate the peace and the rest of emptiness. Emptiness is not a burden to anyone. It is our natural state. Emptiness without the word emptiness. So, back to what you say. You say, my mind is like a ghost, is troubling me. And I say, this you that you speak of is a location that is not a fact. It is felt, it is believed in, but it is not a truth, it's not a fact. It's troubling me, and almost everyone on this earth will agree. Yes, I know it's troubling me too. And this thing, I am also affected by it. And this I is taken for granted and assumed to be the fact of ourself. The awakened one comes to know it is the fiction of the self. Why? Because it can also be perceived. But even myself saying that that is also witnessable, there's struggle sometimes to grasp that. Although at a certain point it's going to become so obvious to you. I say it's obvious, but for you the obvious is not obvious until it's obvious what to do. It's obvious, it's latently obvious, dormantly obvious. And satsang is to reveal that, the naturalness of what we are. Thereafter, such statements like, I'm troubled by this and troubled by that, they will be thinning away. They will have a weak voice. Right now they have a strong voice. They come with a strength. But they will be a weak voice, and eventually you will not notice them. Because the one that they would speak to is also no more. Presently, this one is being identified with and representing yourself, and you, the consciousness, is in a state of hypnosis, and you're protecting the false identity. We, you, we, all we do. How can what I'm saying really detonate, combust into spirit experience? How? Who is the one listening also? Sometimes we are listening in a uniform, and the uniform we are listening to with is the I person. How are you going to understand it? The I person, the one we take ourselves to be, is it reliable? Is its voice reliable? Today it's saying, this ghost keep coming up and stuff like this, and like, please stop it. And tomorrow it's saying, hey, there's a good movie called Ghost, should we go watch? It is not consistent. It fluctuates, no? So what we say, it's only in the moment. We may say, this thing is like that and I really feel so strongly, but another moment maybe you will not say that. So is this voice reliable? Sir?
No, it is not reliable, but ignorance has not been removed by you.
So ignorance will mean what?
Ignorance is the maya, the mind, ego.
It's not that the mind will be removed like I remove this from here and I put it over there. That's not the removal, doesn't necessarily mean that. The removal means waking up to the truth of it,
Yeah, but
which when seen, no more has that force of conviction or influence anymore. So remember this, remove doesn't mean I take the mind and I throw him out. Although that could also be experienced. But a broader understanding is that you transcend the influence of that, the impact and the effect of the mind. The mind cannot work like that without the one who believes in it. They go together. Just like one hand cannot clap. You need two hands and you can clap. So the mind by itself cannot torment something that doesn't exist. It must be connecting with something that believes, oh, here he comes again. And then the mind goes, ooh, and you, so nobody realized we're kind of watching that at another distance. Can I give an example, another one that's coming up right now? Yes, I remember as a boy, we used to watch also a lot of these movies from Hollywood, you know, and scary things comes also with the music. You know? So there's a child walking into some house, and you know, it looks not nice. Little child, innocent, little dolly walking, you know? And everybody in the cinema know, don't go in there. And who could let the child go in the cinema? The child goes, I said, can the child hear the music? What's going on? So it's like this, and then something, we all identify with this child, and then it occurred to me, but the cameraman is there. The cameraman is there, and that changed everything. He will make sure the child is okay. It took the responsibility of us to save this child on the screen. The point is, we are identified with something. I also went one time to one friend's house. She invited me to dinner. Her children were there. She said, please go and say hello to Aaron. Her son was upstairs. When I went to the door, I knocked on the door. I opened it. He was playing on a computer game, and it was like he was flying. I could see the thing that looked like you're in an airplane. He's flying, and he's flying and shooting things down, other airplanes. He was that. So I said, hello, hello, Aaron. He goes, all right. Okay, so you with me, Papa?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's there, and he's flying, and they're flying like this. Okay, and then something hits him, and he was like this, no? So he's projecting an identity into that craft, and identifying with that identity, flying, moving, and like this, like this. So actually, but he's still just here, sitting in his room. I'm trying to get somewhere with this. We are actually here in all the scenes happening that come and go. That scenario of the mind coming and being, you know, is also watched. But the thing is that we have not seen that the one you're identified with, you see, you can see. Because we are so take it for granted, that's actually the fact of where I am. Please help me to come out of this. All of this is belief and the force of identity. As you begin to observe in the manner that I've been sharing, but you can see this, Mooji. You say, yes, yes, but I can feel the heart beating. Yes, yes, you can. That's also perceived. And gradually, the space opens up when you're reminded that you're capable of observing this. And as soon as you're capable of observing this, the energy stop emerging towards projecting into that identity, and you become aware of the environment of the witness, that it is stable, it is really uninvolved, it is peaceful. And all of this is not seen because we identify with the body and the person. And this is one of the most important discovery, the space behind the I person, in which the I self is itself appearing. Rare, it says, does it happen in the human kingdom that seeing really, really is acknowledged. Because as soon as it's acknowledged, the psychological mind loses its hypnotizing power and its hold on you. Also, you are no more stapled to that position of seeing. You see that somehow, wow, it is my strongest imagination. I am also in it. The person is also a form of consciousness, but it has so contracted into the identity of a person that it's not functioning in its totality. It's not. You see this now? Yeah.
In the morning when I did your videos, meditation videos, old videos, I was not to be seen. But that...
you were not what?
I could not see myself in the sense that I was consciousness, and I could see that I was absolutely still and I was enjoying.
Yes.
But that feeling I'm not getting here.
Yes. Is it a feeling?
No, it is an intuitive understanding,
Yes.
experiential understanding.
Yes.
In fact, in 1 month, one day I was trying to sleep. It was already 2 o'clock, and I was thinking, who will sleep now? So then I said, convinced myself that tomorrow I will be unwell if I don't sleep. So I went to sleep. But that situation comes. But
at first, when you are told about this, that your sense of your persona is witnessable, it feels like sometimes and not, sometimes and not. But not far. But gradually, as you keep checking in, a space opens up more. And gradually you become so acclimatized to that space, so naturally it feels natural. At a certain point, I will not have to tell you, remember this, stay as this. It will become natural. Just like presently, I don't have to ask you to stay as yourself. It feels natural and automatic, in spite of the fact that that is only a limited idea of yourself presently. Something comes to zero. It cannot be seen. It is not seen with the senses or the mind. It is known directly, gaplessly. It is here. I am that. I am not concerned about trying to find myself. That's an old ghost story. I am myself. And also, there's a body, and consciousness is present in it. And the sense I am also in this body. And I'm tasting through the senses and the mind also. But it's different. It is not ego in the same way. There may be some ego still present, but it is not enough to cause any trouble at all. It's just some faint thing that keeps the consciousness from becoming complacent. Some alertness must be there somehow. But the way in which the world is experienced is very different from when it was experienced with strong identification in personhood. That's a terrible state at a certain point. It is so limited, it is so insecure, so full of judgments and fears, attachments and differences. It does not make for a beautiful world, in fact. A beautiful world need not be an imaginary one. It is seen from the pure eyes of pure consciousness. And it enhances everything that appears in front. So now what can we do now? Having said all these things, what is the practicality now? I feel my words to you are highly practical, but now they have to be also experiential. So what needs to be done?
I have to continue to marinate B and C.
B and C means what?
You had asked
B and C.
B and C, yeah. Last time you told me that you B and C don't calculate, marinate.
Is B and C a verb?
Noun.
You see?
It is consciousness. As consciousness,
Yes.
one has to marinate
On what?
on consciousness. Seeing. Consciousness of consciousness.
Is that going to produce the highest?
Everything is inside consciousness, so that understanding should come.
The understanding is there that consciousness is meditating on consciousness is also perceived. Even the act of meditating and the intention of meditating and the self-awareness of the meditator are also perceived in the totality.
When consciousness is marinating in consciousness, there is no meditator.
Yes. Let's say when I use the term consciousness now, I'm talking about that out of the womb out of which the world has come and in which it exists. The dynamic consciousness which manifests in the body as the sense I am. Prior to that is the unspeakable. I say prior, I made this gesture, but it's not there at that gesture. This gesture also takes place in it also.
It is subtlest of the subtle, we can say like that?
You can say like this. But these words also will dry up. Even these words that say it is the subtlest of the subtle will not be needed. It's not needed there. I want to know as I speak, can you still relate to what I'm speaking? Okay. Otherwise, no good. It's no good. What we are sharing and speaking must be true here now. But this here now will never become there then. In fact, in it, there is no time. There's nothing to pass or to come. I just want to know if this feels just theoretical to you, or the words are alive in you. Perhaps we are waiting for something to happen. Perhaps we're waiting, we have a conception that, okay, it's not complete, I'm not there. But the Supreme Self does not know completeness. It does not know accuracy. It doesn't know 100%. It doesn't know anything like that. Knowing is ignorance to that. I wonder, you see, when I speak like that, because I'm totally in touch with what I'm speaking, but I don't know if you're in touch with what I'm speaking now. Perhaps there may be in the mind a feeling that something is not complete, something has to become stable. You see? So therefore, we're looking now what practice, what vehicle I can use to get to that higher state. Whereas all these that we speak now, from the perspective here, they are not necessary. They don't. From the place of the pure, there's nothing for me to do. I am already the place that the mind is presently speaking in that unit of consciousness, trying to encourage you to get to that higher place. That place is already in you. But from the conviction, the belief that it is someplace apart from you, is only because you're identified with the wrong you, with the wrong I. You're taking your I to be a certain level of awareness. And so it becomes that. And you are positioned there. But
You cannot.
I am totally zero in this. I'm total zero. I'm not trying to be zero. I'm not trying to remember I'm zero. And because of the naturalness of that, I have the confidence to share it with you also, so that you'll find your naturalness. When I say zero, you'll see. From zero, every effort that is being made registers as a momentary idea.
It is zero beyond the concept of zero, as you said
Yes.
sometimes. Not zero, you said.
Yes. Not the zero, the symbol.
Yeah, not the zero.
If there's still energy to probe, use it up, use it up. If there's still energy to investigate, use it up. Question.
Oh, this small I which you are telling, can you not remove it?
For me, it's imaginary, so I don't have to remove it. It's not offensive that I need to remove it. It is already seen for what it is. It was only functional when something links up and logs into that with identity, then it will appear to be something more. It can be there, because if it was not there, I see when we are speaking with hundreds of thousands of people moving in the market and so on, very often they are coming also from that I place also. Do I need to remove it in them also? No, I want my bananas, sir, how much is this? Okay, can I have the, okay, right. No, there's too much. That is, yeah. I'm relating through that. Actually, I'm relating to consciousness that belief is the person very often. Even as it is in Satsang. Just in Satsang, there is an intention, there's a recognition that that I is a limitation, and now it's creating an urge to go beyond it, so therefore that is possible. Wherever there is the urge, there's possibility. To wake up completely out of that, what I call a dream, is totally possible, of course. It is already manifesting in you, the urge and the will to transcend it, so therefore it has to happen. I mean, this is... It's so obvious, you see, so simple. And so I don't want to make any mystery about it, because I intend that whatever we talk about should reveal that to such a dazzling clarity that you don't come back to me and say, Mooji, come on, it was so simple, why did you talk about all the other things about it? So I don't want to be caught like that, so I'm really trying the best to not to show how simple it is, but maybe to remove whatever it is that's making it seem it's difficult. You are here. When you wake up to the truth that you are here in the way that I'm speaking, you will not have to move one single bit to here or here. You don't have to look under your shoes, nothing at all. You will see, oh, it's just a shift of attention. I think I'm this person talking about trying to get to the highest state. And you can't also just imagine, okay, I'm there, I'm the highest state. No, that won't work also. And you cannot trick God also. And everywhere I go throughout the world, we come to this place, and there's a silence, but there's a little tension in the silence. Where we go from here, what to do. Even that is also seen. Even that is also seen. In you, of course, you see. What is it that's persisting? Tell me what is hiding? What is hiding the reality? What is there? What is there? A conviction that I must do something to get there. That conviction is there also. Or a conviction like Yeah, but I need to get rid of my mind. I say you don't have to get rid of the mind. You only have to recognize where you're looking. In that mind cannot exist without you seeing it. You can exist without this psychological play of the mind, but it cannot exist without you. You are the greater, you're always there. Remove the mind, you're still here. If I remove the mind now, what remains here? Are you gone? Because the mind, if I remove the mind, it will have to take the one he's troubling as well. Because it's not the mind is the trouble, it's the one who is being troubled is the trouble. He can create many more minds. You want to hear it again? It's not the ghost that is the trouble. It's the one who keeps seeing ghosts. This one is the trouble. But
that is
to
also
whom?
ghost.
But to whom? Huh?
That is also ghost.
Are you affirming or I didn't? You're affirming?
Yeah.
So if that is also ghost, obviously it must be seen that that's also ghost. It's not true. Then what remained then?
I remain.
As what?
Consciousness.
Then why isn't there this glowing smile and joy on your face?
I'm not getting, your medicines are weak.
My medicine is weak at the moment. No. The
Otherwise,
one...
how can I be so theoretically correct?
Huh?
How can I be theoretically so much correct? It cannot.
It is good to show you that theoretically correct is not experientially correct necessarily.
So experientially only I have come to you. Experientially when I hear you meditation, it is good. But here I am not getting that which I get in during meditation today morning.
Yes,
also.
even this one who is not getting it, if he should get it, he will vanish. What kind of medicine for a ghost? What is the medicine for the ghost? Do we need to give medicine for the ghost and death certificate also? Is it not that it is seen that is a ghost? But we're looking for a feeling, we're looking for something to happen like, boom, whoa, like this, whoa, where did the ghost go or something? But then also that boom will also be for the one who has been frightened by the ghost. Who is giving who a hard time here? I don't know. We have to solve it, you know?
That's why I have come to you.
Yeah.
Sometimes I see everything as consciousness. Sometimes as if consciousness is chasing me or...
When you see everything as consciousness, in what position are you to see that?
Consciousness seeing Maya. Wherever there is object, there is consciousness. It appears like that.
Actually, what you really see is really what you are not. What you are, you cannot see. You can only be. And you are already that. What you see, you cannot be. Even if you say you see the consciousness and everything, no. You see the mind's understanding, assumption of consciousness. You can only be that. What you see, what you perceive, even what you imagine, what you remember, cannot be what you are. Who is perceiving all of that? That's why I asked the question, can that which perceives be perceived?
No, I meant intuitive seeing, not seeing by the flesh.
Yes.
Whatever is in front of the flesh or whatever is...
Okay, so whatever is intuitively seen,
yes.
You see, you're saying that. Huh?
By the third eye, consciousness. Eye of consciousness, all-encompassing awareness.
Yes.
Within which everything
So
appears and disappears.
so is the consciousness now searching for something? That consciousness? What trouble it has? Would it say it's not complete? Would the consciousness say, I've done all this work and still I'm not 100%?
But that bliss is not there.
Huh?
bliss is not there, that
Bliss is
ananda
not-
is not there.
You got checklist of this one. Never mind, it doesn't matter. If you can confirm the consciousness does not need anything, it does not even need bliss. It does not need love. The flower does not need its perfume. But the perfume cannot exist without the flower. Something is saying, yeah, but this is not there, and come. Try to be unaware. Try to get rid of awareness. We can all try to be unaware. Because everybody's trying to be aware. So try to be unaware. You succeed? You will also need awareness to say, I succeeded. Don't you see from that perspective that even the idea of not getting it and so on is just a voice strongly believed in, appearing in the awareness, thinning away like a cloud and vanishing to make room for another thing to come also? Unendingly things are appearing in the infiniteness of what is. And something gives attention to them, something is given attention to each cloud, is also seen in the vastness. This vastness has no eyes, does not need nose, it does not need limbs. It's the infiniteness, the limitless one. Everything is perceived. But that's not its job even to perceive. Automatically, perception and the act of perceiving is also perceived. The mind wants entertainment, spiritual entertainment even. You know, yes, I want, but I'm not getting this and this thing, but that also is perceived in that. Who can get awareness? Who can lose it? It's not a commodity. Even the feeling of commodity, things appearing in and out of it, is perceived automatically in it. So please respond to that statement I just made now.
Everything is visible, intuitive seeing is there.
Yes. Is there even interest in seeing?
No.
It's functioning automatically, effortlessly.
Yeah.
Why should you pick up effort? The senses are functioning within their own laws, functioning automatically. Why to be troubled? Everything, nothing's troubling you. Is that something to happen in the future, or is it the truth of the ever now present? Yeah. So the idea, I don't feel it, some days I feel I'm totally awareness, and other days not, is only a casual passing feeling appearing in awareness itself, which itself does not come and go. Awareness doesn't know it's Tuesday or Thursday, or it's autumn or winter. These things don't apply. Which concept can apply to that field of awareness? And where is the awareness? Where is to be found most? In the East or the West? Is it more outside or inside? Do these have any reference for the truth? Come, it's your turn to speak up. The awareness is beyond even I am. The I am is here, the body is here, and the body must perform some work for Paramatman to do. And the consciousness is present in it, also full of joy, free from the limitations of personhood and ego. It moves in life, corresponding, moving in total appropriateness to the needs of the moment, intuitive, spontaneous. It's able to participate in the play of planning something, of even feeling a little bit annoyed and so on. Everything is playing in it, but nothing sticks. If I take some Velcro and I put it in space, it doesn't stick. If I draw a face, put a hat on it, it doesn't stick in the space. In the same way, nothing sticks to the awareness. And the consciousness is like a mirror. It can reflect a million things. It hasn't done any work to do that. The mirror is not even reflecting as an action. It remains pure. This is like this, you see. But it's not a black hole. It's not what you may call, what's this thing here now? It's not just a void or something. Void is seen also. Black hole will also be seen. It's none of these. We're using the word it, so it feels like we're talking about some subject thing you can look at. It's not an it. Where is it and where is it not? It is more here than you in your present self-conception. I have nothing to give you, and yet some of you will be content. You will have transcended the influence of this world. I have nothing to give you, you don't already have and are. Just to remove, to peel away this cataract of illusory identity. But when? When? How? For all the people, many people in the world, and this knowledge or the possibility of what is to be discovered here will at some time become of interest to them. But you are here. Maybe it's not time for many, for most. No interest yet. But in you has come an interest, an urge to discover. So therefore, the possibility of awakening, in terms of these pointings, is the high point amongst the human, in the human kingdom, focused in here. Of course, yeah, satsang is happening all over the world. But if truth is to be discovered and awakening is to flourish, the possibility of that happening is highest right here now. I take it this is the purpose why you came, to look, to discover, to verify, to confirm. And still, beyond this, it may take some time to stabilize in the complete seeing. But the mind force will not automatically just vanish, and it need not to do that. It can come, but it must come each time with more in service, not to deceive, but to serve, if required.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Well, I should put my hand up as well too. I can't take all these questions. I don't know. I am searching for someone who is fixed about this, want to go through this thing. Send somebody come to the microphone, and I don't know who it will be. Anybody who can come. Okay. Whoever will come. Start. Let's see where we go with this. Let's see how it unfolds. Come on, you go.
Okay, I'm here, ready to look with you.
Okay.
I know it doesn't require much effort, so
It will take whatever effort is needed. In some cases, maybe a lot of effort. In other places, little effort. In some cases, maybe no effort. We will see. Bearing in mind that what we say we are searching for is already present, I stand with my word. It's not going to come in from some place. It is already here. We don't have to, it won't come in with Amazon. It will be here, it's already here, you will see. Okay, so on the strength of that statement, proceed then.
okay, I will proceed.
Okay. That's enough for now, actually. Even that is enough for now, for the moment. Okay? Even that is enough for now, that you came there, and what are you experiencing right now?
Nothing really.
You see, it's fair and it's honest. I'm not experiencing anything at all. Now, if that experience, yes, I'm not experiencing anything, and if that is not given to the mind, where the mind goes, not experiencing anything, or there is really nothing here, even the one who stood up to ask this question is not really here, but that is perceived. So which nothing are you speaking? Because there's two kind of nothing. There's a nothing from the mind that goes, it's nothing, man. And there's a nothing which comes from nothing. Which nothing are you speaking? Which nothing are you experiencing? Okay. All right. Wait for a minute. Let's see what happened. I'll take someone else. Okay. Let me try you for a moment. Stay where you are. I'll try you for a moment now. Yes? Okay, next one.
Om. Om.
Whoa, whoa, it's not a joke. You're not going to come.
Namaste, Guruji.
Namaste.
Please, will you check the seeing here?
Okay.
So there used to be very strong identification with the scary movie that the mind created and the one that it thought it was happening to. And that just doesn't feel real anymore.
It's good. What is real?
Just this.
Just
This.
this. This implies what? When by this is what?
The witness that sees all these things come.
Interestedly?
No.
It's very important. Because weakness can also be interested, this thing is coming up and, good, this thing is coming. Is this kind of witnessing? Or a sort of, what do you say, impartial witnessing? Or a sort of non-identified witness, detached witnessing is happening by itself. And is perceived also, a kind of panoramic witnessing is, what did it mean witnessing?
Non-detached.
Yes.
But also in that non-detached witnessing, seeing something being detached, and then that going in the seeing.
And some internal reaction creating disturbance also?
Some nervousness can play out.
Yes.
As has been the habit of the person.
Yes.
But it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter, okay. That's good. You find any problem with functioning in life in terms of your daily activities, what is required from a day? Does that interfere at all?
Some fear thoughts come, but again, the seeing.
Yeah.
So
Do they inhibit the activity? Meaning, there are moments for saying yes and moments for saying no, but it's not planned, spontaneously moving, and it's not, irrational. It's not just no, yes, no. You're functioning. There's a harmony. There's a peace within your heart.
Yes.
Yes. The day is unfolding. In whatever way. You're not writing a diary, you say? Diary of the day? Not necessary?
No.
No. And your inner state is?
Peace.
Yes. Throughout the day, there may be waves of some anxiety, some nervousness.
Yeah, they still come.
They do come,
Yeah.
but the attitude that meets them is?
The scene, so they lose
Yes,
the power.
They are seen. Have you come to that state whereby even the functioning of seeing and movement happening naturally there against a background which is not doing anything at all? It is totally beyond and the reach of the mind and the sense of person. You are aware of this?
Yes.
You are aware that this is just what is, that's what is true,
Yes.
and that is truth,
Yes.
and that is the substratum to all that appears and disappears. You are aware of this?
Yes.
That is your reality?
Yes.
Yes. So in the nervous system can behave a certain way, but the mind may come to evaluate that and so on like this, but it is not being given too much importance like that.
Yeah.
So-
Sometimes it's believed. a
Yes,
little
that's
bit,
fine,
and
that's
then-
fine, that's fine, but it never wins the day. Okay,
No.
so gradually impressions come, you feel sometimes some tiredness in the body, sometimes a little bit, oh no, I can't do it. All this can happen, but it's not strongly identified with. It seems like it's part of the unfolding dynamics of life, the life force and so on. It's not holding strong identity. That is your feeling, you're seeing?
Yes.
So therefore, the waves that come and go, generally, the chart is not keep going up and up, but is either stable or dropping. The more your attention is in confirmation that of only the what is, that only the what is, the attention is brought to that, confirming this, then the what appears does not leave any footprints in the consciousness.
No.
So the life becomes a little bit like a writing on water. It's not, it doesn't leave any impression. Or let's say writing on sand in the desert. Then this is fine. That is fine. If each time, sometimes a sense of identity comes up, but that is understood automatically and intuitively, that's some pulse coming from the dynamic consciousness, from the sense of being, arising, and even that from that place something must be looked at and so on, but it never can exist outside of the infiniteness of what is, and the what is not a belief. It doesn't
Just
move.
is.
It is. That's good. It's good like this.
Thank you, Guruji.
You can check in like this whenever you want.
Thank you.
Next one, come. Just there for a minute. Yeah.
It feels like I'm waiting for the identification with the body.
You are waiting for?
Waiting for the identification with the body
Yes.
to completely drop or something, or when there's pain, when there's something gets the attention in the body, and a lot of focus goes there.
Yeah. So you say something seems to be waiting for identification with the body to drop, especially when pain and so on and things like this. Does it want the body to drop when there's pleasure also?
No.
No. So we just don't want the trouble of the pain and the discomfort. That's not necessarily going to take you to your purest place. If we only want the body not to be there, or the identification with the body not to be there when there's pain, but not when there's pleasure.
Right.
The one who investigates, look and says, whether there is pain or pleasure, no, that is both seen.
Mm-hmm.
That is seen. What can there be that exists beyond the realm of pain and pleasure that is unchanging here?
Yeah.
You see? And what is the value of unchanging? I mean, is that the key, that it's unchanging? Is that what we want, this unchanging only? Suppose it was unchanging and it was not nice. So this unchangingness must be the height of everything. Because nobody wants unchanging. Everything in the life we're looking for, or maybe you fall in love and you have a sweet, sweet moment and you want to press pause or something and just enjoy that moment. But nothing in life is going to operate like this. Not even death. So there's only that which is, when recognized, allow all things to be and all things to flow in their momentary here and goneness, and is not troubled by that. It is the cause of them. And there's a great wisdom permeating all the traffic and the flow of impressions and life and the dance of existence exists in it. And yet it is unalterable. indivisible, imperishable, uncreated. This they call the Supreme Self, the Absolute, mighty God. Timeless. And is inside all sentient forms is there. And I put it, the highest purpose in existence is to awaken to the reality of that as your fundamental nature and self. But also, if you want to have a relationship with it, meaning two at least, and that's strong in you, a relationship with it you can have also. You may have a relationship with the Supreme in duality. Yes, he also creates duality and also feeds that, which turns to it with some love and some devotion and has a respect for it, takes care of that one also. And also the one who is not aware of it, has no respect for it, it takes care of that one also. But the one who appreciates it, who strives for it, this one will experience its presence and its joy much more than the one who is full of ignorance and egoic self-awareness and this type of thing. And you reflect a little bit and you will see it is like that. It is a very fair game. Perfect. So you said I only ask people who really need to, not to any domestic situations, of course, we don't know at the moment. But so what you want now, tell me.
To stabilize in the unchanging.
Yes. Have you have a taste of the conviction of the stable one?
Yes.
Yes. It gave you the darshan of that seeing to invite you to disappear.
Mm-hmm.
In it, which is your true self.
Yeah.
Yeah. To stabilize in it. To stabilize in it means that if you have had the experience and the firm seeing that is, and it is complete in itself. It's not just some kind of what you may call clinical state or something. It is totally beyond anything you can conceive. It is your highest joy, your most deep peace, your fullest self. If you know this, then you'll be naturally attracted to it.
Yes.
Not merely as a concept, but vibrationally also. Mm-hmm. You just want to be there. Mm-hmm. What can stop you? So you simply keep marinating in it, just fixing. Don't keep calculating, just fixing the attention even on the sense of being. Without making any story, just be aware of the awareness. Just that. It may feel like you're doing nothing at all. But that itself is removing forests of delusion just by holding the attention in the heart. Not a visual image, holding your attention. Even if I say putting your attention on attention, okay, putting the attention simply on the intuitive sense of being without developing any traffic around it, just this. And you will know and experience that that this is right, and this is full, and this is true. That's simple. That's simple. And there's a joy in pointing to the simplicity of that, because otherwise you're going to get tired very easily. When the mind is young, meaning that he is full of I am the body feeling, it can put a lot of energy on things, many things, but not on this. He's not interested in this yet. By the time you come to this stage where you are fully gripped by your own reality, but it's not selfish, it's not that you are just interested in you, because there are many people, they're interested in their own realization, but it's still very personal. And that's why you don't feel any progress, because it's like there's still a person who wants to get everything. And if somebody comes close to your meditation, how are you going to win anything when God is love and care? No, don't come next to me. How are you going to do this? And so watch this sense of this person. Yeah, I got to get it, get it. No? Watch that one also. Don't identify with that. Cut it loose, let it free. Just stay conscious. If you want, even just on the sense of I am, the sense of presence. Just keep your attention here. Simple. And don't allow the attention to connect with any thought or feeling or any mind flow. Stay like this. Even for a short time, builds tremendous power, concentration, natural self-focus. That's all. Don't put down your books for a bit, unless you're reading a book that really speaks. When a book is really good, you will read a sentence and you'll have to put it down. If you read now 36, 37, 38, no. You look and assimilate what the voice of the Master is saying. And be with that. In the same way I put you. Put your attention on the sense of being, but don't turn it into a task. And in a short time you'll feel it opens up into real space, peace. And you'll want to stay here. You'll want to stay here. Such peace will come. If people speak with you, you'll not be annoyed. You'll find that wherever you go, even at a certain point, even you may get into a strong discussion with someone and it's not going away. The peace is not going away. This peace wants to be with you. It doesn't want to go anywhere. You become attractive to peace. You become attractive to silence. You become attractive to love. They want to be with you. Not with your person. Your person was always pushing. But now, being truly self-aware, self-centered, is not a personal phenomenon. Just to pay attention like this. And you will see all your problems are solving by themselves. But don't do it for that. You can do it for that also, but do it for freedom. Stay like this. That's all like that. And what you ask there, you want to stabilize in that, that is stabilizing in that. This is very important of today, what I'm speaking, what I shared just now. Simple things, simple pointers, when followed, yield such great result. Simple pointing. The sense of being. Do now. Sense of being. Don't create. We don't need imagination for this. It's already here. The vibration I am, the sense of presence, the way that you know you exist, it's already here. It never leaves you. Just be with that. It's not personal. Consciously. And don't allow it to engage or don't engage with any other thought forms or nothing. Stay like that. Be conscious of that. It may feel like an effort in the beginning, but it becomes a joy quite soon. It feels like an effort in the beginning because the mind habit can flow in, and it feels like it's disturbing the concentration, you see. But stay with it. I would encourage also today that whenever you find time, sit with that. Sit inside your own self. These are not words I can tell to everyone. Sit inside your own self. Be self-aware. There's no story, there's no history, no desire. Don't create. And do this. And peace will come to be there with you. A deep contentment and silence will be with you. Thereafter, as you move about in life, you'll see it is still there, still there. Get used to it. It calls you back, come sit with me, be one here with me. And gradually, that's simple advice. It may seem oversimplistic, even naive even, but follow it and see what happens. Follow doesn't mean going somewhere. Follow means being still. Follow in stillness, and you see. So this is another form of what I'm sharing every day. It can take this form also. And many people will find, this is a synopsis of the invitation also. The invitation guides the mind back home. Home, heart. The heart doesn't need any story, it doesn't need any history, it does have no desire because it is content. Desire means not content. So this is your heart. It is already content. It's already not searching for peace, it is the abode of peace. It is the generator of love. So just this, you say. Simple. You see, this may sound like a bhakti language. Yes, this is where bhakti and jnana, they are one, same thing. Yes. Good?
Just take everything.
It's already not there. Why you insist to talk and take everything? You create all this stuff all the time. Please take it. It's empty. Take it. What can the mind take? It's like thieves in an empty house. What can the mind take? It's all imagined. All imagined, you see. Mind will tell you, but still the cupboards are full. Cupboards are full. Yes, oh Guruji, take everything, take everything. There's no cupboards. Everything imagined. Everything imagined. Yeah. Very good.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, take one more. This kind of line of thing in the people now, we're not going to come. Please come, right? I'm going to break this line of people. Then there's just spontaneously. I will come.
Namaste, Guruji.
Namaste.
I came to expose who's been getting in the way of everything. Yesterday morning, I at like 4 o'clock in the morning, I was listening to Papa G, and someone came to him and said, "I see clouds," and he said, "The clouds come from the sea. The seeing comes from the eye, but where did the eye come from?" And me, I took that very serious, knowing that I'm in my own way. I meditated on that, but I gave up looking with the mind, and I just looked at who was meditating on that. And I kind of fell into a deep meditation or sort of sleep, and waking up, I witnessed the eye appearing in the presence that was already there. And I wanted to ask you, may you please help me to be free of this I.
Yes. And I, you did not create. I, you did not create. It arose spontaneously. I, in any form. You can say I, in the form of the world, this I is usually personal. The one, it's the cultivated I, actually. It springs from the I am. The I person comes from the I am. Most live in the state of this I person. It's meant to be a stage you will outgrow. And outgrow means you come back to the purer I, which is just a natural vibration I am. That is consciousness. Okay? So for a long time it seemed we live in the domain of the I person. You follow this? We're living in the reference as the I person, which is strong identification with the body, with the culture and conditioning that we grow up in that kind of environment. We take that to be what we are. You see? So the body is not what you are, but it is important also, even for the state of realization, it is important. Don't curse the body, thank you for the body, good, fine. But the person, if someone is born in Japanese body, and grew up and went to live someplace in Africa, they are going to grow up with African conditioning and African speaking. So it sees that the mind is not Japanese unless it grew up in Japanese culture. That's how conditioning is. So it's very flexible and it is changeful like that. So that I, initially, the consciousness intended to further create this contraction of I as a person. So it will live in the person for a very long time. The person is also consciousness, but it is consciousness with a lot of distortion. This tends to be selfish and insecure also, and judgmental, fearful, full of desire. All these things, they come. It enjoys and it suffers. That state, we must taste that for a while. And by grace, an urge, a yearning to come out of that state will bring you finally to the I which just I am, who is the witness of the ego and its life. When I gave the example of the two birds in the tree, the first bird is building a nest and feeding the babies and so on. That bird would represent that stage of our life when we are highly intent on building a career, getting your exams, having a family, having a business, ensuring and as much as you can that you don't have to depend too much on other people for your existence. That life and that mind. And the second bird, which is above that bird looking quietly, He's not doing anything, he's not building, he's quietly observing. He can see all that the first bird is doing, the activity, the intent, where it's living. It sees all that, it perceives the wind and the sky, everything, but it's not active in that way. Then I ask you, I said also, this second bird is a subtle existence inside the first bird. You see? So I ask you, can you relate to these, through that metaphor of the first bird activity where we're moving, and the second bird, which is that dimension within our being where we are just observing, you see? And that's a purer place, a very powerful place. It's not so active, but it's latent with power and peaceful and open and fearless and still. Have you found this second bird location in terms of my thing? Then it comes a point where even this second bird also and first bird are both perceivable also. It's more subtle. If you come to that, if you're aware of this, and this will take time, because some people, they're fast in the intellect, and you tell them this and they want to go straight to the ultimate. Yeah, if that's not done, I'm going to go straight here. But it's only an intellectual conviction. So this one, you say now, that having contemplated on Papaji's words, that you've come somehow into some deep state, could be sleep, could be trance, could be deep meditation, but then you came to realize that the I sprouted, and I sprouted. Is this I the personal I? Not. The sense I arose, but it is in front of something which didn't arise. Be present with that one in whose light the arising I is perceived. How many people is on board with what I'm sharing right now? Thank you, that's good. So you are here and you see now, like you're aware of feeling the I and its vibration arising. No? So that is also perceived. Now your question is?
How do I become free from it? Because...
Free from. And I said, do you need to be free from it? You only need to be free from strong identification with it. To be free from something is only to be free from identifying with it. Because identifying with it is like somehow you merge with that. You don't have to take shape. You can perceive everything. In fact, you can perceive everything much more clearly without taking shape. When you take shape, you come into condition. Your conditioning will have an impact on the purity of your perception. You understand or not? Yes, so if you don't take a shape like this, then you say, oh, I don't like this, I like that. So you already, whether you like or not like, you already combined yourself with that thing. You can perceive very openly. This is what happens in your pure state, is that you can perceive, but you're not sucked into things. You don't log into them in that deep way. Still, your functioning with them is pure, and maybe get a maximum expression from it, and no entanglement like that. How can I get rid of this I? Why to get rid of it? You may say because it interferes or it troubles.
It does, and before now you are. A lot of people are coming to me through you, in form, helping me, and I feel the grace. But before, years back, when I was listening to you, I had this wonderful breakthrough. But this same I destroyed everything. And now I'm here asking.
Can the I, which is appearing in the space of the weakness, can this I remove the weakness? Take a moment. That which is appearing in the field of the weakness, can it remove the weakness? It must be troubling, not the weakness, but the one who says, I don't want you to be here. You are causing me trouble. He's going to trouble that one. And both will be witnessed. If you say, but it still troubles me because it destroys everything. Well, it can destroy everything it creates, but it did not create the one who witnessed him. Do you follow this thing? He can create everything. He can smash everything that he's created, but he cannot smash the one who witnessed him. The weakness is not trapped in that domain. This weakness, the impartial, detached weakness, is not part of the crime scene. He is not part of the play. Can you see this thing?
Yes. And you say, at times you say, some people are so up there that the monkeys got them. Like they're so up there in the head. That's where it seems like I am right now. And
Yes, however far you go up in the tree of the mind, it is still beneath the sky. However high the tree grows, it is still under the sky. Tree means the mind. The tree of the mind is the branches of a great banyan tree, great banyan tree. But it's still also beneath the sky of seeing. What needs to happen is you must confirm your seeing. Is it personal? Does it have any personal virus in it? Because if it does, that is what will interfere with the perceiving. Sometimes you may have heard me say, the subtlety of the deceiving eye is able to slip behind the eyeballs of the seer, so to speak,
yes,
and say, behold, no eye exists. How to catch this one even then?
how to catch it?
Yeah, yes. Well, because actually there's no behind the ultimate. There's nothing behind. How will you know the ultimate is ultimate? Who can know the ultimate is ultimate? Who can know the ultimate but the ultimate? To say something can slip behind the eyeballs. So my metaphor is only to say, even if there's a seeing which feels holistic, but it contains a grain of identity in it, then that grain will also be hidden behind it somehow, in it. But we talk about this seeing, which is, what did I say, attributeless. You understand this term? Means beyond quality, beyond attribute, nothing to compare. No form can be there in itself. Forms may appear in the field of the changeful, and they are perceived. But in the ultimate, it is nothing. Nothing can appear without it. Whatever appears, appears inside it and disappears inside it and leaves no trace on it.
Yes, Mooji, it's happening. I feel it, I see it. And I just mainly came to the mic to expose the unreal so that I may have your grace, that I may fully become established this time.
Yes, so to get rid of all these things is not a physical act. It is an action of grace. It is an action of understanding. It is an action of recognizing your true place and position. And the delusion has nothing to hang on to. As long as we retain the sense of a private, autonomous, individual, personal self, these delusions persist. When that can be seen through, that the cause of the problem is the I and not the thing which we are thinking is causing the problem. That the I positioned in the form of the personal identity is the factory for problems. So if it gets rid of a whole forest of problems, it will still generate more problem. I wonder if you understand this thing, you see. Yes. So when this I is seen, because the trick so far is when we identify as this I, you put it in the position of the absolute. And you assume, well, that's the fact of me. The costliest mistake. And then you find that even to that one, trouble comes. Then we are in trouble. If the one you take to be the fact of you is capable of suffering trouble, we're in big poo. How the way out of this, yes, is to see that even that one itself is perceivable, which means that it is phenomenal, that is apparent, that it is a fiction and not the fact. That is the seeing. That is the seeing. In that instant, some kind of switch, a switchless switch, happens. And the recognition is there that this, why are you paying attention to so much as well? The mind is looking. What is the pH of that water? When that I, which has been conceived of, when people sometimes they say, but beyond this I don't know. My whole world is inside myself as this I. And I say, this very I is only a bubble in the infinite ocean of the real. When you should be saying, really? Can I look with you to see if this is true? How is the proof that if the I itself, which we have so long associated to be ourself, and by the way, this I is also fluctuating all the time. It feels like this one day, it feels like that another day still. Even when it appears to take on the form of the I am, it can pretend even to be the I am itself, which is the weakness, the auspicious weakness. He can even hide in the weakness also. So when I say that the I that we assume to be the fact of yourself, the self that wants to be its highest truth, then what is the proof that it is not the highest? Here it is, that it also can be perceived. At first, when we hear that, something, the carnal mind wants to reject that. It's like, no, 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 no. Fear comes even, because it's like, I have a lot invested in that I. I just want that the ultimate is given to it. I have a lot of investment, emotional investment, future investment, all my plans, everything, my account is in that I. Please don't disturb it too much. Just add on to it, the absolute, and I'll be happy. You see, that's what. So therefore I'm saying that that one, that sense of the I, that feels, oh, you know, I've been meditating for 10 years and, you know, I've done so much, I've read all the books, I've been to all the places, even he's there. I said, that within which the memory of this I also, the memory, the seeing of this I and the seeing of the memories of this I is also seen. The apparent attributes of that I is also seen. I wonder if you understand what I say, it is seen. I don't mean through some telescope or something. I mean seen in an intuitive way. It is seen. Not necessarily in such a physical way, but there's also a physicality about the seeing also. That there's some distance. It is perceivable. Then if it is perceivable, that is already a truth. It is perceivable. By what is it perceivable? Can that be known? that cannot be known in the traditional or classical sense of knowing something. The knowing and being are one. What is important is don't try to figure out what is this thing, because you can never figure it out with the mind. But what is the I who is seeing all this thing and trying to say, what is the I? The mind goes to create. If what it doesn't know, it will create and see if it can sell you the fake copy. You see? Because the one who wants to know is also fake and cannot tell fake from fake. Are you with this?
Yes.
We can end it right now in this place, because I say, and I'm saying to you also now, that this feeling of I and even the voice that says, please just help me to end all of this. Are you willing that this one also is ended?
Yes.
Yes. How to end it except to see its unreality? How to end it apart from seeing its unreality? Some time ago, I remember it was last year or whatever, somebody came and he said, I lost everything. My business has collapsed. My wife has left me. My parents are gone. My children are living abroad and they don't want to come back. I've lost everything, Roji. I say, what you want? He say, peace. I say, for that, the one who has lost everything must also be lost. Who can take such a statement? He said, but if I lose me, who is going to find peace? This is the twist, you see. This is the twist. Who can go through with this twist, you see? Because the one who has lost everything has become the intimate self. I've lost everything. Swamiji, please give me just peace. Then even this one must be lost. Or how to lose? No, to be seen already. Just the fact of saying this, and hearing it, already the work has begun. It's not a mental work, it has begun. The serum is in. They say, go. After the storm, the peace will come. A storm will come, and the peace you seek will come. But it will not be the old one who speaks it. In fact, you have been innumerable eyes, and they've all gone, replaced by fresher versions of I-ness. The one real is the consciousness which is stable. So we come again to this point, beautiful point to finish. Here, this I feeling that feels like it's everywhere, it's here, and my I is here. It's in the breath, it's in the lungs, it's in the veins, Babaji. It's in the heart pumping, It's not you. That which is aware of all these functions, and the one who is dysfunctional, the one who is in pain also, is not all these seeable, you see. This is at the very crux of realizing the truth. Will you include the seeker in your finding? Will you include the seeker in your finding also? So who remained? What remained now? What remained? if the one itself that is saying, I just need to get rid of the offender, that which is offending me. And I say, the one offended is itself the offense. Who can see? Who can see? Yes. Then what can survive this seeing then now? From the place of the emotional identity that is saying, please help me, please help me to go through. If that voice, which you may perceive is your most authentic and noble voice, is itself perceivable also. In the place where that is perceived, who is here now? Are these satsangs of real value to you?
Yes.
Rare. I am not here to promote belief. Belief is great. Faith is great. Trust is great. But now I'm asking you to look.
Excuse me, Mooji, since before we leave, and me being so serious about this, may we please look together. May we please look at this. May it please be so effective. Please, Mooji.
Its effect will be in its comprehending. In the grasping will be the effect. If I
think I understand it, but I don't want to waste this opportunity. I don't want to go back and still trying to figure it out or still.
In the understanding, whoever goes back is also seen, and it becomes decreasingly important. The seeing remain everywhere equal, everywhere it fills. That which is saying, I really want to make sure I understand. This I itself, the feeling, as I said, it feels so intimate that everything you think you know is based upon this feeling you have about yourself. That I am this is me, and this is me. And everything else is happening to this me construct. But this me itself is construct. It's rare that that is seen. What if it is true? Take risk. What if this very I, that you say, why is it still holding round and it is seen? If it is seen, I say it is phenomenal. It is not stable. And yet identity keeps going there. But your identity with it is always fluctuating. It's not stable. The identity comes, and identity come. What, in front of what is all of this happening? Which itself does not come and go. Your seeing precedes your answer. Your understanding precedes your answer. The mind wants to receive an answer and go away with the golden answer. The brass mind wants to go away with the gold answer. Are not they both also seen? Even if an answer would come, the best answer is the answer the best answer would be the one that removes the questioner, not that the questioner receives. What is happening? Must I please your mind? Must it be that the mind expects something, it doesn't get this answer, it's disappointed, oh, he didn't give me the answer, I'm going. And he'll be laughing into himself. I had a near-death experience. Not everyone is ready for this revelation. Not everyone. That's why I told you, rare it is. In olden days, you would have to search for a very long time to come to this kind of knowledge and this type of discourse. And even when you finally met someone who could help you, it doesn't mean they would accept you even. You would spend 12 years serving to get rid of all the rubbish we have a little bit, to be worthy to follow this kind of instruction. So that so many people are here actually and continue to stay here is a nice surprise actually. Because many will leave. They will leave because they brought the mind, and the mind wants to leave with something called our enlightenment. Whereas the mind in its psychological identity itself will be left.
And I'm hoping that you understand that something here, I don't know if it's the eye of the mind, but it wants to commit suicide in your presence. Not physical suicide, but it's asking you to make it disappear.
Yeah.
Or the self is asking you to demolish that so that presence or God.
So the pure self does not require the demolition of any ego. It doesn't admit the ego's existence apart from imagining. So it finds no offense. In fact, it doesn't say that the ego is there. It's like, it causes the ego to be there because you need the ego to mature. The ego played an important part in the play of existence, in this game of transcending. We had to taste what it's like. The duality is very important for experience. There can be no experience without duality. There cannot be any transcendence if we did not go underneath inside the delusion. All of this is part of it. But finally, you wake up to the truth of yourself. You see the role that the ego sense played. But for you, that game is over. Or it's shrunk to a very small size. For someone else, it's enormous. For someone else, the ego is God almost. But for you, you have transcended. The ego becomes weak. Its voice is no more. It's done its job to help you to transcend through your powers of discernment and the power that is your true self you're discovering, you see. So we're putting too much emphasis on ego. The ego must be doing this, and in a way we are advertising how big it is. It is nothing at all. It is just that you have identified the pure with the impure for a bit, which was necessary for a while to make the game more steamy. So now you're growing out, you're going back into yourself. Its voice, and maybe for a while, when you began by choosing freedom or choose freedom, he became very loud for there. And he is trying to sink your ship, to puncture your wheels, to burn down your house. Then you through that very activity, you came to see more clearly what it is and the damage it could do when you associate with it. Now that you're leaving him, you see the betrayal, you see the effect of it. You see? The fact that you can see that is also your transcendence. Finally, the remnants, all the remnants collected from your sense of self is coming together to say, please help me to get rid of it. But this voice is also imaginary. You say, but it's not imaginary because I can feel it so strong. Your feeling of something strongly is not evidence of its reality. We feel suspicion towards people equally as strong, turn out to be false. The strength of a feeling about something is not the evidence of its reality or even of its existence. We have built up many things. Because you have a talent doesn't mean you're special. Some people have a little talent, they start to walk as though they are something. This is also an idea. We have many ideas in our mind. And the biggest of them, and they all hinge on one: I am this I. But the I we long time take to be ourselves is really a personal construct, or a cocktail between the sense of person and the sense of being. And the person is pulling you back towards the ego mind, and the beingness is pulling you towards the self. This you, for a while, which is the working title, eventually will evaporate. It has also served this purpose. The I as a person has served this purpose. The I as the witness served this purpose. All of them take finally to where does it go? It all merges in the absoluteness of yourself. Where's absoluteness? Somewhere? Is it something tangible? No, it is you. You without you. It has taken a while to develop the necessary sensitivity and subtlety to grasp these things. They're not going to appear in Time magazine. They're not going to appear in newspaper. It can only be for those who have a yearning to transcend the egoic influence of the ego-mind identity. That's it. You have come to this place now?
I have, Mooji.
Yes.
Right now, I know that everything is seen, even me talking, even me whining. It's all seen.
By what it is seen? You don't have to answer that in words. Use the fact that it's seen and just be in the seeing without being attached to the things seen. Be the seeing. In fact, I can go a step further. The very seeing is also seen. We're looking for something to hold on to. But you're trying to find something to hold on to is also seen. By that which is holding on to nothing at all. Not even anything that it caused to be created. What is in the way? I expect to see less and less of you over the years. Less and less as this becomes more and more. I say it in two ways. I think why should be less and less people who come. Because they come with mind to give something to mind, you don't get something, and then you're disappointed and whatever. Or sometimes I say to people, some people I see only once each year, sometimes not even that. But each time I see them, I see less of them. You understand what I mean? It's a very nice thing. I see less of them, less of them, less of them. Okay. You get it?
Yes, I do.
So we come to this moment again where we have this kind of pause, this silence, sometimes a bit of a nervous silence. Where do we go from here? Where are we going to go anywhere? But even if there's a sort of a where to go, that is also seen. Can that be in itself that it is also seen? Don't turn that into some cliche. Understand what it means that they are seen, all these are seen. But that which sees can that be seen? We are waiting for what? Something to change in the head? Maybe a feeling? And sometimes that will come also, like just, you know. Yeah. What is, on which side are you of my pointer? The one waiting for something to happen, or that which is?
I'm not waiting for anything to happen, Mooji.
When you say I know, what is the content of your I?
I is referring to the one who you're speaking to.
And who is the one I'm speaking to?
My highest, the one that's also observing all of this going on without saying a word.
Yes. Yes. This one only needs to confirm. If you feel impatience, frustration, don't give too much importance about that. Make your impatience work for you, it's fine, it's good. But don't let it become emotional. Don't let it pick up any identity. Use everything, even if you are restless and impatient, let the impatience be towards holding anything that's not true. Use everything. Everything becomes a mirror for you. In everything you see, it's reflecting. That's it. You cannot hold it. You cannot hold it, what I'm speaking. Nobody can hold it. You are it. You are it. That which whoever is saying, I really want to stabilize in it. You are it. Then who is saying, I want to stabilize in it?
Mooji, there's a correlation between you saying you cannot hold it and you're saying you are it, because I did experience that. I had the experience where I knew I was it. But because...
So you had the experience when you what?
I had the experience of I knew I was it. I am it. I am, like you say, you are what you are looking for. I found myself, like my true self, but being that I thought I can hold it, and
no, I'm saying, yeah, I switched there. The one who feels like I'm trying to get something cannot hold it. That one cannot hold anything. And the it does not need to hold anything. Yet nothing can exist without it. Can you stay with such subtle and refined seeing or not? Yes. This is it. This is the thing, you see. This is the thing. If you feel a struggle and you feel on board, these are the birth pains to your own deliverance. Soon your joy. As long, sometimes the pain is greatest. Because the mind sense, it's not the mind is holding on. You feel the mind is holding on, but something is holding on to mind. The sense of the person, which is also an aspect of mind, is still holding on to mind and is giving this feeling that even sometimes our body language is not, it's expressing like that. An identity is there. All that is momentary shapes occurring into the shapeless. But in the moment you believe so strongly in your shape. In another moment it is gone. That still nothing has moved from the shapeless. Because we have identified with a something that wants to get something, if it doesn't get the thing it wants to get, it feels it's a failure. Did you get that? Yes. Don't judge yourself. To judge yourself creates and perpetuates a self. And expect also that sometimes at the very edge of discovery, sometimes your greatest resistance will come. The mind will play its loudest tune. The strongest resistance, the greatest doubts may come. Don't be disheartened by this. Take them to be good signs also. But they should end soon.
Mooji, thank you, and I will be here until the end of your season, because this is so dear in my heart.
You might end before the end of the season. That is my good intention. I am with you. Thank you. Okay. Thank you for now. I would ask, maybe some people come in to play something. I'll ask you for the moment now. We have spoken in this way, and those in whom these satsangs matter because this is a mirror that one day will not show the face you think you are in it. And that day could be today also. That you marinate your attention on the quintessence of what you have heard. Marinate your attention on that. Value this meaning, make use of the seeing. But there's no need to get sweaty about it. Because the force of the power that's emanating from the self is cloud blasting. Is breaking open all these little tumors of resistance. It's happened like that. I don't want to use too much elaborate language, but don't worry. Have the idea, this life is for freedom, and I am already chosen for this freedom. And don't doubt. Yeah. Okay, thank you. It says, Pani mien piacere. What is all you say? Say it in the microphone.
Pani mein meen pyasi. Pani is water and meen is
Yes.
fish.
Despite being in the water, the fish feels thirsty. I get amused on hearing this. The grace is overflowing, yet you are wandering and struggling here and there. Without self-realization, the being keeps rambling, like someone heading to Kashi or to Mathura, the holy places. He, the Supreme One, resides in your own sanctum, the imperishable one. Only the I, ego, that resides within tells that he is far away. And this thought of separation always disappoints. Says Kabir to the seeker, without the grace of the Guru, the essence of life, the secret, cannot be known. I'm going to read it again. It's good. It very much pertains to our satsang. Despite being in the water, see, there are many people, they've gone to darshan line. You know, they already leave early to go to darshan line. I'm sharing the quintessence of this in darshan line. I say, despite being in the water, the fish feels thirsty. I get amused on hearing this. The grace is overflowing, yet you are wandering and struggling here and there. Without self-realization, the being keeps rambling, like someone heading to Kashi or to Mathura, where holy places. He, the Supreme One, resides in your own sanctum, the imperishable one. Only the I ego that resides within tells that he is far away. And this thought of separation always disappoints. Says Kabir to the seeker, without the grace of the Guru, the essence of life, the secret cannot be known. We are here together in this moment. Don't listen to your mind's assessment. He will tell you, oh yes, you almost got it. He will tell you many things. But you are before the hearing of these things or the thinking of them. You are here. Thank you. Okay, very good.
जल थल सागर पूर रहा है, जल थल सागर पूर रहा है, भटकत फिरे उदासी रे, भटकत फिरे उदासी रे, पानी में मीन प्यासी रे, पानी में मीन प्यासी रे। जल थल सागर पूर रहा है, जल थल सागर पूर रहा है, भटकत फिरे उदासी रे, भटकत फिरे उदासी रे, आत्म ज्ञान बिना नर भटके, आत्म ज्ञान बिना नर भटके, कोई मथुरा कोई काशी रे, कोई मथुरा कोई काशी रे, पानी में मीन प्यासी रे, पानी में मीन प्यासी रे। सो तेरे घट माही विराजै, सो तेरे घट माही विराजै, परम पुरुष अविनाशी रे, परम पुरुष अविनाशी रे, पानी में मीन प्यासी रे, पानी में मीन प्यासी रे।
जासी रे गुर बिन मरम ना जासी रे पानी में मीन प्यासी रे पानी में मीन प्यासी रे मोहे सुन सुन आवे हासी रे मोहे सुन सुन आवे हासी रे पानी में मीन प्यासी रे पानी में मीन प्यासी रे पानी में मीन प्यासी रे.
Just as the clouds, I've given this metaphoric example before, like clouds are passing, drifting by in the infinite expanse of the sky. They come and go, each and every one, they come and go. The sky does not move. Similarly, all thoughts, sensations, feelings, including the I itself, are clouds floating by in the great expanse of the one imperishable, unborn, uncreated self. When I am speaking and you're here, I would say to you, listen to this and be here like you're the only one here. I'm speaking only to you. Don't worry about who gets it or don't get it. I'm speaking only to you. Listen like you're the only one here. Doesn't matter. It's all for you. Just like you can hear the sound coming from outside and the traffic and the birds or whatever noise, yet nothing sticks. Nothing sticks. Yesterday we had a day just like this where I could look into your eyes and you could feel the moment, you did whatever you do. Where is it? Everything is gone. Except a few moments of memory, everything is gone. And even those memories, they also go. Including one day, even the one who remembers is going. But right here is the unchanging one. It's also here. And we say, it is that which is your heart, not the pump heart, The heart meaning the very source of our existence. That's it. Thank you. Yes. It's here. It's here. It's here. I'm just wondering if I should go there for the. Body not so good today. Thank you, thank you, thank you.